Hello racing fans and welcome to our Gallop TV Preview Show. We are previewing Friday the 21st of March. We're racing in Gqeberha as always on a Friday at Fairview, and we're on the turf track. Grant Paddock as always is waiting patiently on the line. I'm just going to have a look at the betting menu and what's on offer. Grant, race number 1 at 12:30. The big one, the pick 6, is in race number 3 at 13:40. And we should close things off at 16:35. Just catching up with Grant about all things racing and the lack of racing due to the inclement weather, the postponement, the cancellation. Everything's happening, but most of it is just due to weather as well, Grant. Besides, we knowing that certain days we were not racing, but weather is playing havoc here in KZN, and it was doing the same down in the Eastern Cape, but you guys seem to get through with that with your change of surfaces, and of course the Highveld as well. They had a lot of interruptions, but hopefully it changes.
Yeah, morning D's, morning punters here. Weather's been a big player lately. I must be honest with you. I think the last 2 weeks we've only raced like 4 times in a week in South Africa. It's almost unheard of. But anyway, there's nothing we can do about the weather. We just got to focus on what's in front of us and hopefully put the punters on the right horses for Friday, D's.
Talking about the weather, it's a day before the race meeting. How are things looking your way?
The weather's been unbelievably good down here. Yesterday 32 degrees, today 33, tomorrow 26 with a light westerly headwind. Not going to impact racing at all. It's going to be a beautiful day for racing. Course will probably be on top, so it's going to be a very good day's racing tomorrow.
Good day's racing, and let's make it a good day's punting. Grant Paddock to guide us all the way. Maiden Juvenile Plate Fillies 1200 meters is where we will kick things off. And in race number 1, the betting goes like this. Number 1, Barello, first timer for Gavin Smith, 8-1. I see number 2, 3 is a scratching now, Grant. That is out. I just had a look at the website before coming on air with you, and number 3 is definitely out. Then we got number 5 at 11-2, 9 a first timer for Kelly Mitchley at 7-1, and then 12 Sylvan Mistress. There is money about for this filly. She's now shortened into 18-10. And as always, we kick things off with the first question. Grant, what are we doing in leg 1 of the bipot?
Dees, this is a very, very weak juvenile race, I must be honest with you. This horse, Sylvan Mistress, it is a jockey strike. Richard jumps aboard. I think it's shortened even further now to 15-10. Obviously, due to the scratching, there was an adjustment. Probably going to make a necessary improvement. It's got Richard up, you've got to respect it. But yeah, anything can happen, to be very honest with you. Unfortunately, the bipod players need to go quite a lot wider. This horse, number 6, Ivy, from the Gavin Smith yard with JP van der Merwe up. Nice to see JP in P again on Friday. He was really fancied first time out, and unfortunately she choked up in the race and then pulled out of the race. So they've added the tongue tie. That's definitely going to help. And she's a horse that can pop up off a decent price, I think of 12.5-1. It's going to be there and thereabouts. There's no talk on the ground at all. A little bit with regards to Royal City Girl. Very nice filly, Kelly says, and will improve over further, but has got enough quality to run a big race in a field like this. And yeah, that's about it on the first timers. The person has to go pretty wide in the bipod here, D's. I'm tipping at 12, 6, 5, and 9, and I think those horses are the horses that you're going to need for the bipod. I don't think a person can bank it here.
Okay, Grant Paddock not confident with anything leg 1 of the bipod, and when you have a competitive open race like this, you are looking for the result. And if you beat number 12 Sylvan Mistress in the bipod, which I think will have the majority of the tickets, then you A for a weight. Race number 2 will kick off the place accumulator, Grant. It will begin at 13:05. It's an open maiden over 1200 meters. The betting has them like this. Number 1, Mr. Fox, money, 11-10, now 8-10. Again, it's Fourie and Grief. Then we go on to number 4, Silvery Surfer. I took down the betting at 12-1, Grant, because I know that you have this in your play. So just for the guys, that's a 12-1 shot. 5 is at 8-1. 6 is at 11-2. And then we have a horse that maybe you can tell us a bit more about. Number 9, that's Green and Desire at 7-1. The balance are in double figures. Do you know anything about this horse that's debuting for Kelly, number 9?
Yeah, I spoke to Kelly yesterday with regards to the filly, and she says she feels that she's going to need a mile minimum. So she's probably going to need this run and need a bit further. So we'll wait for her to go over a bit of a trip. I have got a value bet here in Silvery Surfer. I was at the stables a couple of weeks back, and this horse was putting up phenomenal work. This is actually an added race. It wasn't in the program, and one of the juvenile races never stood up, and they added this in. Got a very nice field, 11 horses running, and this horse he needed gelding very badly. Put a line through his last run. His previous start, he ran on very strongly over the 5. He's drawn on the right side of the course at 2. He's getting weight from Mr. Fox, and he's a very big runner at 14-1. He's a very good place bet, and even a bit of an each way. Mr. Fox, no talk on the ground, strangely enough, but Alan's done super well with these horses that he's got from Cape Town. This one hasn't hit the board yet in about 6 or 7 starts. Carrying 61, not going to be easy, but the money is there, but there's no talk on the ground, I must be honest with you. I have gone the 1 and the 4 in the place accumulator. Horses like House of Sussex, a good last run in a work riders race, needs to improve 1 or 2 lengths on that, and then this horse number 5, Fuzzly Bubbly, out of the same form. I'm probably in the back end of quartets. These I'm tipping at 4-1-6-5 with nice value on the 4, Silvery Surfer at 14-1.
Grant is right. This horse has drifted out, number 4. I took down the betting a day before the show at 12-1, and Grant says it's now 14-1. I've just checked that, and you're spot on, Grant. The horse is 14-1, but as we've come to know, once you've tipped them at those odds, they're not going to last. So Luke Sharp, if you're listening into the show, get on. Number 4, Silvery Surfer, and the word for number 9, who I thought maybe competitive, is looking for further the stable companion. So that's it. Race number 2, a big price about Grant selection as an each way play there. Race number 3, pick 6 time, maiden plate fillies and mares, 1600 meters the distance. Number 1, Gentile, is at 3-1. 2, Bazonda, is at 4-1. We got number 3, Ono Komachi, that's trading at 18-10. Look at that, Fourie and Huif again. When have you not opened the card and seen Fourie at the top of the betting boards in almost every race down in the Western Cape, and himself in Kriya having a wonderful season. Number 5, Dancing in Winter, is at 6-1. 6, Hot Montera, is at 8-1. And what it is, it's double figures the balance. When I looked at this field, Grant, the comment was very simple for me. You know, whilst there is form to recommend with some, I think we can eliminate the majority of the field here, Grant. When I have a look at what they represent in black and white, there are only a few that can really win it, because some of these horses are battling badly.
Yeah, the whole lot is battling, to be very honest with you, Dees. No, Komachi had 3 runs in Port Elizabeth, 3 times short favourite in the red, deep in the red, in fact, and been beaten by all 3 times, 18-10, absolutely no value. I really do like the number 1 horse here, Gentile from the Kelly Mitchley yard. A very good second, half a length off Greenlight Legend, who came out and trotted up next time out of the maiden. So that form line is very, very strong. And if she runs, she doesn't even have to improve. She can run the same race, and she should have the beating of this field. Bazonder, nice run first time out. They used a lot of her. She went up handy and just faded out that last bit. She would have come on from this. I would have liked to have seen her in a 1400 or a 12. I don't know if she's going to get the mile. And then the likes of Dancing Winter. Jürgen had a nice winner last week, and that can improve, but also stepping up to the mile. The winner will come from the 1 or the 3. I'm definitely in the camp of the 1, Gentile. I think she'll take a power of beating her D's. I'm tipping at 1, 3, 2, and 6. My pick 6 numbers will be 1 and 3 only.
Only 1 and 3. What a save that is. That is a big cost saver in leg number 1 of that pick 6 that begins at 13.40. Just numbers 1 and 3 for Grant, but siding with the horse that's currently trading at 3-1. Race 4, Jackpot 1, 1600 meters, merit rated 86 handicap. Horse number 2, Pyromania, is at 8-1. Number 3, Brendan James, at 5-1. 5, Cheeky Laddie, is at 5-2. And horse number 9, Holcine, is at 5-2. It's double figures the balance. Now, I've jotted on the betting for one horse that I like for the pick 6, Grant. I can't give you any confidence to go for the horse, But generally, and I say generally, Mr. Fourie is on the right horses from the Graveyard, but he has 3 runners here, numbers 6, 9, and 10. And I like the look of number 6, Central City, as an each-way player. Am I way off the mark?
No, you're definitely not way off the mark. He always tends to run a decent race now and then. This is a very difficult race, Dees. I must be honest with you. The Cheeky Laddie form line is what the other horses all go on, the Hello Scene, as well as Brendan James, all horses that have got to go in. El Romiachi is another horse, 4-claimer, draw 1. You know what he's going to do over this trip. Going to let Rip out in front, and he's a horse that's got a lot of guts. He can stay there with the 4 kilos off his back. There's no doubt about that. Nice and tricky races, these. Pundit has got to be pretty careful here. I am tipping at 3, 9, 5, and 1, and we'll have to add in your 6 in the pick 6.
What about this horse that has been kind to you? My memory serves me correct. This horse, Pedro. Haven't you gone for this horse before and it's arrived for you? That's at 16 to 1.
Yeah, he's probably bigger perms, D's. He comes out of the same form line, so he's pretty well held. He got beaten 5.5 lengths. He's pretty well held by Cheeky Laddie, Brendan James, Hello Scene, even Final Edition and El Romiachi. So he's going to have to improve a couple of lengths to get in front of those horses.
Okay, not today for Pedro, but Grant has rubber stamp number 6, Central City, as an inclusion in the pick 6. So let's move along to race number 5. It's over 2,000 meters. Races 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be jackpot 2. Nothing else matters. Number 2, 4 to 1, solid form. Number 3, Slanjay Math at 11 to 2. Then we go on to number 4, Harlem at 33 to 10. Number 5, Red William at 7 to 1. And what is happening after that? Well, there is not much, Grant. Number 13 is a scratching. So 12 runners at the time of recording. Yeah, this race we'll hand the baton to you, Grant, because I'd like to minimize the spend. The obvious roving banker on current form looks to be number 2, though.
D's, listen, he probably would have preferred it over 2,400, 2,000 meters. There's not much between him and Slandermoth, but Slandermoth really, really won a very, very good race last time out. Never looked like getting beaten. He's got a 1 draw, whereas the 2 horses drawn out at 12, but he does drop out and come from the back of the field. This maiden winner, Harlem, he was hard-pressed to win. He beat us in Antanga, which came out and ran second as well. Not overly strong form line. I'm battling to understand. Probably just a Richard Fourie factor. That's 3 to 1. Probably back end of quartets, but you can't leave Richard out of anything. This horse, Kanimamba, will be very happy to be dropping back in trip to the 2,000. He never stayed the 2,400 last time out. He's definitely a runner over the 2,000. Tricky kind of a race, D's. I don't really like it that much. The winner should come from 2, 3, or 10, and I'm tipping at 3, 2, 10, and 4, D's.
So that is it, 3, 2, 10, and 4. 3, 2, 10, and 4. Are we sticking with the same 4 numbers in the pick 6 as well?
100%. Those will be the pick 6 numbers as well.
Okay, 3, 2, 10, and 4. And Grant is going with Slanjay Math at around 11 to 2. Let's go on to the last pick 3 on the card. And this is the East Cape Sprint Cup. It's a listed race over 1,200 meters. It's very tight in the best weighted column, but it is top marginally by Kaya's Hope, ahead, that's number 2, ahead of number 1, Fiery Knight, and number 7, which is King Dundee, and then there is a gap to the balance of the field. The betting has them like this: number 1, Fairy Knight, 2 to 1, 2, Kaya's Hope at 28 to 10, 3, Mercantor at 6 to 1, and 7, King Dundee is at 5 to 2. Now, let me tell you what I know here, Grant. I was in the Western Cape over the weekend, got to chat to catch up with jocks and trainers, etc. And Craig Zaki spoke to me about this horse, number 7, King Dundee. And I must tell you that he wouldn't mind me quoting this. He said that he feels this horse can be competitive anywhere in the country on what he's shown to date and the feel he gives him. So he does rate the horse and rates him highly, number 7, King Dundee.
100%. He's exceptionally good 3-year-old. His run back was phenomenal. He stumbled. He had everything against him, and he still ran past him very comfortably. The 1200 he stripped. There's a massive amount of talk for him at Fairview. I must be honest with you. They tell me he's past the post. 5-2. He's not going to last on him. I think he'll start a lot shorter. He's definitely my first pick. His stable companions, his biggest danger, Kaya's Hope, is a quality horse. Won a solid race over 1400. Loves the course and distance as well. He's got to be the main danger to King Dundee. The likes of Fairy Knight, his form much better on the poly. Coming back from a break, he could just need this, but it's the Richard Fourie factor. Probably got to go into the pick 6 as well. And then the likes of Evie's First, Mercantor, another horse that's got good Johannesburg form coming back here. But looking at jockey arrangement, looks like Richard is on the right one there, and that one looks to need a run. So, yeah, I'm very, very strong on King Dundee. I'm only going to cover him with Kaya's Hope in the pick 6. So 2 horses in the place accumulator as well, the 2 and the 7. And I'm tipping at 7, 2, 1 and 4 Ds.
Okay, you're siding strongly with Gavin Smith there in race number 6, and that could be the way to go. Race number 7 is an Eastern Cape Guineas, a listed race over 1,600 meters, and our first odds-on shot this race, well, second odds-on shot. I think one horse has been back. Yeah, I think it was race number 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was race number 2. Mr. Fox being backed into 8 to 10. So this is the second odds-on shot. Race number 7 in the Eastern Cape Guineas listed, 1,600 meters, and they race for a stake of 250,000. My best shot is the horse Grant, that's in the red, 6 to 10. Number 2, Wahid, is at 6 to 1. 5 is Splice the Main Brace, who is a quality horse, at 3 to 1. And 6, Polynomial, is at 7 to 1. I mean, when you just have a look at race careers thus far, Grant, I mean, this horse, my best shot, 7 wins, 2 places from 13 runs, and of course does feature in the best weighted column behind number 5, which is Place the Main Brace. He's a 9-time winner, Grant, from 11 races. Or she, should I say, apologies. She's a 9-time winner from 11 races, so she does get a 6 allowance here. The 2 fillies in the race being numbers 5 and 6. Grant, these 2 horses, I mean, these 3-year-olds that Alan Greef's got, both of them, one a gelding and the other a filly, they're very, very smart individuals, aren't they?
Yeah, Dees, you were talking about King Dundee running against anything else anywhere in the country. This horse, I would really love to see Alan travel with him. He's unbelievably good. He really is. Since they've gelded him, he's even got better. I must tell you, the 3-year-old crop of Colton geldings are a lot better than the fillies' 3-year-old crop. Alan's got the best in both categories. They're now facing each other. I think my best shot will be Splice the Main Brace very comfortably. He's an unbelievably good horse. Banker in the pick 6. Place accumulator and everything. Alan will run first, second, third year with my best shots, plus a main base Master Forester to run third. Probably Wahid and Sukurajima to fight out that 4th place. But this is a top horse. He should be traveling with a horse like this, to be very honest with you, and a very, very hard to beat. Yeah, I'm tipping it 1-5-4-3.
Form results, and Grant, big on this horse, my best shot, and some really positive comments. You'll never know, Grant. Maybe Alan's got a plan with him to possibly bring him for KZN Champion season. As you mentioned, he's a good horse and he deserves to find his position in possibly some of those feature races against the best of the best. Race number 8, 1,400 meters, fillies and mares, 84 handicap. How are they betting here? Number 2, Heart Peaks, is at 11 to 2. Then we move along to number 3, Can't Say No, at 6 to 1. Number 7, Sun Spectacular, at 8 to 1. And we got number 10, Walk on the Wild Side. Fourie again, 22 to 10. Now this filly, I think it's worth just having a look at a rating, Grant, and what she's achieved to date. She was a debut winner, that we know. Then took a few runs, or a couple of runs, and she won well last time out. She just has a certain style of racing which seems to suit her, Grant, where she's outpaced, but then she finishes, and she finishes strongly. This rating of 78, that's what I had a look at, and I said to myself, the way that she's been winning over 12 and 1,400 meters, I actually can't wait for them to put her over a bit of ground, but they keep her over 1,400 meters. I think she's capable of achieving much higher than this.
Yeah, Dees has no doubt about that. She's a filly that's destined only one way, straight to the top, to the pinnacles. There's no doubt about it. You know, the question marks last time was, okay, first run on the grass, and boy, did she enjoy that long straight. Dropped out, finished like a train and won with a double handful. Very, very smart, young 3-year-old filly. She's going to take a power of beating. I know she only won a 66 last time out, but the way she won, it was very, very impressive. Her biggest danger here is the 2-horse Heart Peaks, coming out of 2 solid runs, 2 strong runs, Chase Majan, Tara Lang, and against much stronger than this, she's going to be the definite danger. The stable companion Can't Say No has been understudied to splice the main braces the last couple of runs, and she's back in open company now and can definitely run up there. There's no doubt. Sun Spectacular won a very good race last time out. Probably needs to improve a length or two, and that's where it comes from. Dees, it looks like Richard will close the day off, and I'm tipping at 10, 2, 3, and 7, and those will be my 4 horses for the pick 6. But I really do like Walk on the Wild Side.
2, 3, 7, and 10 in the last leg, but he likes Walk on the Wild Side. So, just listening in to Mr. Paddock, Grant is his first name. He thinks that a few races, those favorites will be too strong, but he's picked out some value as well. Okay, Grant, let's go to your suggested bet, and what are you going for on the day?
Thank you very much, Dees. Best bet, race 7, number 1, My Best Shot. My value bet, race 2, number 4, Silvery Surfer. And the suggested bet, the place accumulator, goes as follows. We open up with 1 and 4, by 1 and 3, by 3, 5, 9, by 2, 3, 10, by 2 and 7, by banker 1, by 2 and 10, for 144 Rand full unit.
Okay, this is what I have done. Whilst we were chatting race by race, I often get naughty and put in an in-running pick 6 for the valued racing fans out there. Grant, just as I'm going through these numbers, please correct me if I'm wrong at the end of it. Pick 6 begins in race number 3, guys, and jot down these numbers as an in-running pick 6. 1 and 3, leg 1, race number 3. By 1, 3, 5, 6, and 9, race number 4. By 2, 3, 4, and 10, race number 5. By 2 and 7, race number 6. The penultimate leg of that pick 6, Grant's gone with the banker, and that's banker number 1. And then the last leg, numbers 2, 3, 7, and 10. Are you happy with that, Grant?
110% right.
Okay, and guess what the cost is? 320 Rand. For a Friday, 160 Rand, 50% of the pick 6, and it can get us up to an absolute flyer. Grant, as always, thanks for your valuable time. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Dees, and good luck to those punters tomorrow. Goodbye, my man.
Okay, that is Grant Paddock, and on behalf of Gallop TV and myself, Dees, Diane, and to you, the valued racing fan, hopefully it turns out to be a wonderful start for the weekend racing locally or internationally. There is racing all around the globe these days. Just tune into Gallop TV or Gallop 2, and if you like the dogs, the horse, and the card, the jumps, alles, everything's on Gallop. But until we meet again, have a fabulous weekend. Salani Gasle.